Hello, I'm here to sign with you today. That's not what I do, but you get the point.
Hello, so I forgot to film an intro and we're just gonna do it this way. It's easier. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe because I get a lot of viewers that aren't subscribed. I know you're watching out there, just subscribe. I'll give you a little moment to subscribe. Okay, now that we're done, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I just created a TikTok, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. You might see me more on there because I'm addicted. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get into it.
All right, so you guys want to know what I carry in my notary bag. So this is what I use. I personally didn't want to spend a lot on a bag because I was just starting out. I was unemployed. I didn't really have a lot to spend, but also I do enjoy thrifting, so it was just something that I got while I was there. So yes, I know it looks like it doesn't carry that much, or I don't know if it does to you. It actually looks kind of big. I am able to fit my documents in here because the bag is so deep, so that wasn't really an issue for me. So let me show you what's in here. All right, so you see the documents already. That's usually the most important thing. Don't forget the documents. So most importantly, this is probably the one thing you always need on hand is your Notary Journal. So this is the modern Notary Journal. I found this on Amazon. It is literally the best notary journal because I had years ago when I started as a notary, I bought the NNA's notary journal and it was horrible because you have to manually write in all the loan documents. So see here, you can just like check off the box and it's easy, and then you just write the person's name, address, what type of identification you use, and then sign and thumbprint. So literally it's just so efficient. I highly recommend this one. I ended up buying the 3-pack because it's just so easy if you do this full time or even part time. Like, it just makes more sense just to get it all at once. The next thing that I carry around is this little folder right here. I got this from Target like during the back to school season, so this was probably 50 cents. I carry this around because I bring around loose leaf acknowledgements, jurats, things like that. You definitely need these because not all your documents are going to have the proper notary block. Depending what state you're in, I think it varies, but I also recommend not paying for these because there is a PDF, I'm sure, of these online. All I did was look up California jurat and then I can print them out, or California acknowledgement, and then I just found a free PDF and I print it out. So don't waste your money on it. I know the NNA sells these. You don't need to pay for them. Another thing that I printed out and carry with me, this 2021 notary rescission period. So this is very important because for the notice of right to cancel, it's 3 days. And like, I know I can count that on the top of my head, but it's something you don't want to be wrong about. Like, everything needs to be exact and right. So this always helps me because, you know, in my mind, I'm like, and is that right? Like, I'm doubting myself, but I'm like, no, it's right here. So just print that out. I think it's easy, it's nice to have. Another thing that I carry around with me is from the loan signing system course, Mark Will's course. I printed out he has a couple of handouts, and I printed out the PCOR. This is if the property is being transferred. So people tend to get confused with this one, and legally I cannot advise. So it's always easier for me, like if I see them struggling, I'll just hand this to them and be like, hey, I have a little cheat sheet here for you, and I feel like this eases them into doing it. So I definitely recommend getting that if you have this course. This course is also linked below if you're interested. I also have different little printouts from his course. I don't use these. I never really refer to them. I think when I first started, I did. Like, he has a little checklist, most common errors list, and I would print that out if you're just starting, just you know, so you have something, you have like a guide there with you when you're doing your first few signings. So something else that I carry is my notary handbook. This is your Bible. This is our Bible. So if you're taking a course in person, your state should give you one. I don't know how it works online. I'm sure you can print it out if they give you one. So I don't have the NNA hotline. I don't have that package. I did years ago, but I don't think I ever really used it, maybe once or twice, but this just has everything you need. So why pay money for it? Like, it's just right here. I mean, I understand if you want to, but this is just a lot easier if I have a question like about a certain type of identification or just things like that. So this is super easy to refer to. Go to Target, highly suggest doing that. It's easier, and you don't want to carry your acknowledgements around and them getting crumbled in your bag. So something else that I carry, another main component in my bag, is my pencil pouch. This is very used and abused. This right here, I got it at Daiso. It's a little Asian Japanese dollar store. I don't know if there are any in other states. This works great for me because I wanted the different compartments, you know, like so I can put my paper clips in one, things like that. So of course, you know, as a notary, I have my Notary Stamp. So this right here is from a little family-owned stamp making place. I highly suggest going to one of those, support, you know, your community, local businesses, and you can pull the ink pad out from the back. So that's what I do if I'm running low. And then I have the actual ink in here. So I'm gonna actually stop carrying this around because it's getting hot now and I'm just scared. I just don't want this to explode in my bag. So I was carrying this around, and whenever it gets low, I'll just fill it in, super easy. So I carry that around. I also carry this around because, you know, we don't want to get sick. And another important thing is your thumbprint ink. So this is what I carry around, and I think I bought like a 2-pack or a 3-pack, and I kept an extra one in here. This is the spare one because I accidentally left one at a signer's house, but I didn't even call to ask her for it because I think it was already done. It was like almost dry, completely dry. So I got an extra one in my bag, or I kept an extra one in my bag. Highly suggest you do the same thing just in case you lose anything. And you're always on the go, so you know, you want to make sure that you're prepared for anything. So with that, I have a ton of pens. So blue and black. I know I didn't know this first starting out, that a lot of people use blue ink. So when I first started signing, I kind of just did everything in blue ink, but then some escrow officers asked, can you please do it in black? So I was like, okay, like I'll just do black. There was only one time where all my pens are messed up. There was only one time where I signed for an escrow office and they're like, this needs to be in blue ink. And I was looking at the documents, I was like, it doesn't say anywhere this needs to be in blue ink. So then that's why I started to do just blue ink. So I didn't run into any of those issues. But for my specific escrow officers that I work with, like, I know that they're comfortable or they want black sometimes. So just kind of leave it at that. But highly suggest maybe just starting with blue ink. So something else that I have in here, and they're really gross, so I don't want to show you too close, but are these little sign here sticky. These are little sticky note post-its. I used to put these on every single little signature line when I first started out, and if you're just starting, I highly recommend you do the same thing because you don't want to miss anything. And if you get the documents early enough, like, it's going to take time. It is very time consuming, but at the end of the day, you're going to feel so much safer and more comfortable going into the signing. Like, I felt more confident going into the signing because I was like, okay, I have this, I'll just tell them where to sign. I already checked the documents. I know I'm not going to miss anything. So yeah, it just makes things a lot easier. I think I stopped doing this like after my second or third one just because it was time consuming and I did feel comfortable to execute the documents properly. All right, in the second large compartment, I carry perfume. Just, it's getting a little hot, so I don't want to smell. And then I carry around little like lip colors because sometimes I'm filming for Instagram on the road and I don't want to look dead. And I also have a little few Post-its, so if I have to remind myself, or maybe someone gives me their information, I can write it down here. Also, I carry a bunch of paper clips. So I was watching, actually, Kayla Bieber, I think that's her last name. She did a video on like what she has in her notary bag. She also mentioned she had these too, and I was like, oh my god. I got these at Target. She's the one who mentioned this, and I'm gonna tell you guys too. The metal clips, you know, just the regular metal paper clips, sometimes they leave like not residue, but just like a mark, like they'll scratch the documents, and you don't want any marks on your paper. So this has like a little enamel coating, so it's I feel like it's safer and it just doesn't leave any marks on your documents. So highly suggest doing those. Yeah, you can get a lot of your stuff, stationery stuff, from Target, even any dollar store really. Just make sure it's like quality, because you are signing very important documents. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have in here. So yeah, any little thing that I carry around is in this bag. And if you're gonna find a pencil pouch, like, I would recommend a good size so you have a bunch of pens, because you're always losing pens. Like, you know, you always forget them, things like that. Let's see. I also bring my water. I usually leave this in my car, but that's something I tried to do while I'm driving is drink water. I know it's kind of hard because we're on the road, but I'll just stop at a Starbucks in between signings, or if I have to go, I will ask a signer if I can use the restroom. Like, they're not going to tell you no, but it's not my preference to ask. That is everything that is in my notary bag. Again, if you're like me and you're starting out with low cost, low funds, just go to Goodwill, go to a dollar store. You can find everything you need. Even at Office Depot, like the pens that I bought at first, they're like $1 or something for a pack of 20. You can really find good deals. So just, you know, run this like an efficient business. Start with keeping your costs low. I hope you guys found that very helpful. If you have any questions, let me know below. Also, if there's something that I'm not carrying around that I should be carrying around, let me know, because I would really appreciate that. I'm always trying to look for ways to be more efficient when I'm doing signings, things like that. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and here on YouTube, please. That would help out. And don't forget to like this video, because that would help other people that are looking for what to bring in their notary bag. So thank you guys. Bye.